Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see about the lesser sac. Before going into the topic proper, let us have an overview on the abdominal contents and also the peritoneum covering the visceral organs. So this one, what you are seeing here, this is the peritoneum on the liver. That is peritoneum covering the liver. I'm going to remove that. Beneath that, you could see the liver. This is the liver. And this red color, this is the diaphragm. And here you could see the peritoneum covering the stomach. And this is the greater omentum, anterior layer of the greater omentum. And this is the lesser omentum. Hope you all know that the lesser omentum has two layers. It splits to enclose the stomach. And after that, it continues downwards as the greater omentum, which the first and second layer they fold upon themselves to form third and fourth layer of the greater omentum. Now coming to the lesser sac. So see here, this is the liver and this is the lesser omentum. Hope here you could see a small space in between the liver and the lesser omentum. So if we peep through that space, before that I would like to remove the peritoneum on the liver and also the liver. So this was the space, so I'm guiding you through that space. When you look through the space, it guides you into a cavity that is called as the lesser sac. See, this one is the lesser omentum. Let me remove that also. So this space behind the stomach is called as the lesser sac. So see, this is the lesser omentum. So this potential space behind the stomach is called as the, not only stomach, behind the lesser omentum and the caudate lobe of the liver. This is the caudate lobe of the liver and the stomach is called as the lesser sac. Let me give you the definition of the lesser sac. This lesser sac is a large space or large recess of the peritoneal cavity behind the stomach, lesser omentum and the caudate lobe of the liver. Right. Now I am going to make a line diagram to make one concept clear. See, what I am going to draw now, this is not the shape of the lesser sac, but I am drawing this in order to make a concept clear, right? If you consider this as the lesser sac, on the upper portion of the right side of the lesser sac, you could see a gap here. So this gap is called as the epiploic foramen. This is the lesser sac, and what you are seeing here, this is the epiploic foramen through which the lesser sac communicates with the greater sac. Let us now see the boundaries of the lesser sac. First, coming to the anterior boundary. As I already mentioned, this lesser sac is a potential space beneath the stomach, lesser omentum and the caudate lobe of the liver. Now let us see the anterior boundary of the lesser sac. First one is the peritoneum covering the caudate process of the liver. This is the peritoneum and the caudate process of the liver. Then of course, caudate process also forms the anterior boundary of the lesser sac. Then the posterior layer of the lesser omentum. As I already said, the lesser omentum, it has two layers. One is the anterior layer and another one is the posterior layer. It splits into two in order to enclose the stomach. So this posterior layer of the lesser omentum, it forms the anterior boundary of the lesser sac. Then the peritoneum covering the posterior surface of the stomach and the second layer of the greater omentum. Hope by now the anterior boundaries of the lesser sac are more clear. Again, I am repeating, the anterior boundary, it is formed by the peritoneum covering the caudate process of the liver and then the caudate process and then the posterior layer of the lesser omentum and then the peritoneum covering the posterior surface of the stomach and the second layer of the greater omentum. Once again, the boundaries: peritoneum covering caudate process of liver, caudate lobe, then posterior layer of the lesser omentum, then peritoneum covering posterior surface of stomach and the second layer of greater omentum. Hope you all know that the lesser omentum, it is attached to the lesser curvature of the stomach, to that of the porta hepatis of the liver, and then the greater omentum is a continuation of the lesser omentum. You know that the lesser omentum, it splits into two layers. One is the anterior layer and posterior layer. They split to enclose the stomach. After enclosing the stomach, they continue downwards as the first and second layer of the greater omentum. This first layer of the greater omentum and the second layer of the greater omentum, they fold upon themselves to form the third and fourth layer. The second layer actually forms the third layer, and the first layer actually forms the fourth layer of the greater omentum, within which lies the splenic recess of the lesser sac. Of course, this will be discussed in a detailed manner.